Buckets. That's the name of my boat. Buckets.
Buckets. What we get.
Not the only transfer we got from Florida. Keith Stone, too. Remember that.
Everybody who watches his show on a regular basis knows my love of the stretch four.
You know, we all make mistakes. He might have made one going to Tallahassee.
If y'all don't know. Dribble to the left, cross over to the right. Hurricane to the game, many buckets for the night. Matt with the pick and roll, Melissa with the give and go. This Shelly-oo, hoodie girl dunking in the hole. Check the scoreboard, this what we fall for. Beat the gameplay, they want an encore. Yeah, overtime for another round. It's buckets out the buckets, baby. You out of town. It's buckets. What it is, homie, it's buckets. Woo! We get buckets. Yeah, baby, buckets.
I have no shame.
I know. That's the problem.
You guys are awesome.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Buckets. I'm Matt. He's Vish. She's Melissa. Melissa, how are we doing tonight?
Baseball made my mood better. We won both games of the doubleheader today. Vish, how's it going?
It's going. I was at both of those, so that was good. Baseball's 8-0.
Melissa, how many milkshakes did you have?
Just one, and they actually ran out of bananas at the first game, so I had to swerve to a different milkshake today.
Oh, what was it?
I got strawberry instead.
Okay.
I enjoy the fruit milkshakes more.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
like the ones where they add chocolate and stuff. It's just too sweet. It's hot, so like I don't know, like too much chocolate and stuff. It's not refreshing.
I
So.
got you. Okay.
But if you guys are interested in baseball, we do have another show on this network called Canes on Deck, where Vish and Jazz and probably sometimes me will be talking about the baseball team and the various milkshakes. So make sure you check that out.
I mean, we'll talk more baseball than milkshakes. So. But yes.
So.
Well, it depends if Melissa's on the show or not, and how much
Yeah.
milkshake talk there is.
Oh, I will. We just talked about this backstage. I will move you out of the stream if you're interrupting my baseball talk.
Vish is gonna kick me off. But anyway, we thought we'd do a quick buckets. The men had a big game today at Virginia. Virginia's a top 15 team. We ended up losing by 3. Tied it with like 10 seconds to go, and then Trey got caught reaching in on a 3-pointer, and they ended up making all 3 free throws to win it. And we'll talk about what happened in the game, but it's something that Vish pointed out because I had tweeted about it right as he tweeted about it, and it was probably the first time where I did not like the inbounds play that Jay Lucas drew up, assuming that's what he drew up. There was like 3.2 seconds left after we had advanced it from great throw by Shelton, by the way.
Yeah, we ran the sideline out route.
Yeah.
Dropped it on a time and got the timeout.
Shelton from the end line, like just baseball passed it to Trey at the half court. And then we quickly called a timeout so we could inbound it from half court. But anyway, we inbounded it from half court below the 3-point line and looked to make a pass. And when we went to go make that pass, we turned the ball over. So that wasn't my favorite play. I thought we should, pass it into our shooter and shoot.
Just as someone like that has been in situations like nowhere near the level that we're talking about of basketball, it was like setting a flare screen for Trey, right? They inbounded it to Renew, and then flare screen. Uday's guy just completely helped off because knows he's not a 3-point threat at all and just intercepted the pass. And it's hard to make a skip pass across the court like that. Granted,
that was actually what I was gonna bring up. I would not have had Uday on the court there. You have to shoot a 3. I know he's our best screener, but you're essentially allowing them to cover 5, almost 5 on 3 because you're not. There's barely enough time to get it back to the inbounder if you're trying to do that. I would have had Timo on the court instead.
Yeah.
A shooter.
Well, it's you almost have to do something like going towards where the inbounder is, right? Like not going away from it just because it takes too long. There's what, like 3 seconds left. So
3.2 seconds.
yeah, so it's like you have the one pass and that was the only real look. So then, he had to force it and it wasn't really there.
I didn't like that we were looking to pass it again. That's just my opinion. I think you run somebody off a screen or whatever you do, and you're inbounding it to your shooter who either takes a dribble and shoots or shoots from wherever he gets the ball or whatever. Looking to pass with that little time left was not my favorite play call. I don't know how you all felt about
Well, I
that.
mean, I think making one pass, but like making a pass across the court, like a skip pass, is like another thing.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
if there's
it was like
some
a
other
handoff
action.
or something.
Yeah, but I mean,
But I also think you gotta account for that, like the fact that they could have just fouled in the game. Like if they just hacked right now, the game's over too.
Yeah, because we were
Like the chances of you like making the first, intentionally missing the second, tipping in so inbounding the ball and trying to pass, you're just opening yourself up to that. Especially, something with 3.2, they might be worried about a catch and shoot, might not, want to reach in, but back to the basket inside the arc, you're not worried about shit then. Like, there's no way he's gonna get a shot up that's gonna go in, so you're not worried about a 3-point play. And I actually thought they should have just, once he caught it, they fouled him and the game's over.
Yeah.
Why even let us attempt a 3 at that point if you're gonna throw it inside the arc? So yeah, it's not our finest moment. I will say, and Melissa brought this up, kind of inbounded over there. That was really well done to get the ball to half court and get a timeout called with basically no time coming off the clock, and actually have an inbound at a half court. And then that play didn't work, but
well, let's talk about the game as a whole. It's almost a shame because this is I think our top 3-point shooting performance we've had this year. We were 9 of 18, shooting 50%. We went toe to toe with Virginia. They were 12 of 24, and then what I think is most likely our best free throw shooting performance, we were 16 to 17. Shelton missed his first free throw, and then everybody else made theirs. Donaldson was 3 of 3. Reynaud was 1 of 1. Henderson was 6 of 7, and Uday was 6 of 6. And this is a guy who was shooting like 40% from the line in ACC play. So I thought our 3-point shooting, I think we picked good spots. We missed a lot of under the basket at the rim layup type situations today. But we kind of stuck to a 7-man rotation. We talked about this before the show. They subbed Altuntis in, and he was in maybe for a minute before Lucas was like, nope. And so you had your starting 5, and then you had True Washington and Malavik off the bench, and that was it. That was your 7 right there. Dovrat didn't get any minutes, and Altuntis played 1. But in that time, he had 1 rebound and 1 foul.
I mean, he made his mark.
That's his usual. So
well, it's also tough playing against the team. I think the other thing that stood out before I get into that is that we allowed 4 offensive rebounds.
Yes, we had 12. They had 4.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty impressive for one of they have a higher offensive rebound percentage than we do. And I mean, you saw them attacking the offensive glass, but just able to put bodies on guys and, really get after those 50-50 balls. So it gave us it limited them to 1 possession.
They only had
1
2
shot.
second chance points.
Yeah, 2 second chance. That's insane. And so, I mean, it's another reason why it kind of hurts to lose this one. But yeah.
Honestly, we were ahead in most categories. They actually shot better from the field, 58 to 48%. We out rebounded them 30 to 23. We had 12 to 4 offensive rebounds, 18 to 2 second chance points. The big thing, and 40 to 30 points in the paint, but they had 33 to our 20 bench points, which I figured most teams are going to. We don't have a big bench. And they had 20 points off the fast break where we had 12 and 8 blocks.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, we tied it very late, and just shitty foul there at the end that gave them free throws to win it. Apparently,
when I think it was also
Lucas said in his post game that he tried to call timeout before they inbounded the ball and the ref didn't see him. He wanted to set the defense and they didn't see him trying to call the timeout.
Yeah, I think it's tough defensively too, because like Virginia is a team where a lot of the guys can put the ball on the floor, even their big guys, they can all kind of shoot. And so you really have to like go out on them. So we played a lot of zone, and then
we've talked about that, right? We kind of
I know that's what I'm bringing it up.
Guard anyone, man.
Yeah, but then also just had trouble finding some of the shooters out in transition and whatnot. There was one play where like Malik just totally left number 6. I don't remember what his name is. The dude that drilled like 4 or 5 threes.
Jakari White.
Yeah, Jakari White.
Jakari White.
Right. Yeah, he was on ball and just kind of like drifted back, and he just drilled it because you can't give a shooter space like that after he'd already hit a few. So, I mean, I thought it was a good battle. It was just, you look at like, obviously everyone's going to point to the Trey Donaldson thing at the end, but there was other things that happened in the game, and then didn't even talk about Malik, getting injured, and he was out of the game for
that threw us off completely.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of there was a couple of kind of that was obviously huge, and then the BS like when they teed him up kind of stalled.
Oh, they teed him up because they said he was taunting because he was celebrating the N1.
Yeah, we were kind of growing the lead a little bit, and it did swing the game back.
It's good. They get so upset when you like look at someone and say something.
Yeah, we actually in the first half we actually went out, and I think we were up by like 10 at one point, and then Virginia came back. Yeah. Virginia kind of did the same thing to us in the second half, and then we came back. And like the last 5 minutes of the game, it was back and forth. I think as a whole, I want to see it was closer to almost a complete game. Like we had a few spurts there defensively. I just hate that we lost, considering like how well we shot from the free throw line and how well we shot from 3. Our points in our field goal percentage, at 2 wasn't as good, but it's just frustrating because it's right there, and that would have been such a massive win for us.
Yeah, but I think this is just. I mean, we actually talked about this a little bit on Thursday. This is just the other half of the NC State win.
Yeah.
There's no logical reason we should come out of those 2 games 2-0. It's a 1-1 when you play 2 games like that. These coin flips.
We
lost
think about it. Our last 3 games: NC State, Virginia Tech, Virginia, all 1-possession games, all where it came down to like the team that basically had the ball last situation.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look just across, right? We beat NC State and Virginia Tech by a point. We obviously lost here by 3, but it was tied with 4 seconds up when we fouled, and then we lost to Cal by a point. Like these things balance out. It's just when you get into close games, it's going to be, if Trey doesn't reach in, I think they did catch us off guard. I don't know. I don't think that shot was going in, but they kind of, if you look at where the rebounding position is.
I think maybe they saw.
Obviously, you don't want to foul there, but like, yeah. I thought it was stupid on his part, but maybe not. I thought he shot it really early too, and they might have, if he didn't make it, gotten a rebound and put it into like these things. When you get into these, like it's going to come down to one play. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. There's no like magic formula for like, oh, we just know how to do this. It's not a thing. Even though people like to believe it is. Like, you keep playing these eventually. In this case, we made the foul the same way NC State did last week. And we won that game because of that, and we lost this one because of it. That's the way it bounces sometimes.
Matt, anybody stand out to you?
I mean, Shelton just. Some of the finishes he has at the rim are just insane. Like for a freshman, just like physically, he's just so dominant, and like his ability to finish through contact is just insane. And then the fact that he made his free throws too, that was huge.
Yeah,
if that's something that 1
and that was it.
What was that?
He only missed 1.
Yeah, and so that was big time. Renew definitely struggled at the start. just because they were like double teaming the post. Yeah, I think he had like 6 turnovers off of
Yep.
like
He
felt like
did.
he was waiting a little bit too long to get rid of the ball. But Trey had a pretty good game. I know he didn't shoot super well, but he made some big threes. He had some good passes
True
as well.
went back to back on
And
three-pointers.
True also hit some like huge shots. He had some like forced turnovers too that
He
were
had that
huge in
tip in
different
also.
moments.
He had that tip in where I don't even know how he managed that because he was like half falling when he did it.
Yeah.
But he came up with a steal, and then right after that, it's like his defense just fuels his offense. He makes that steal, gets on a little bit of a run, and just made back-to-back threes because he was wide open because they kept double teaming Renew.
Yeah.
So it was a huge shooting. He was 6 of 12, 3 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, no turnovers in 23 minutes. Like I thought he played really well.
Yeah,
It's interesting having him come off the bench because he kind of does a little bit of everything. So it's kind of like a wild card. Like he could come in for multiple people and fill that role.
Yeah, I'm wondering what you guys think about him and Dante essentially splitting minutes now. I don't know if that's the right. I guess it depends on the game is unfolding. When it's going back, like Dante's offensive game is not there yet. His defensive game is, but you can't. Being the only good man-to-man defender of the team actually doesn't really help as much as you would think because they can. It doesn't. That's a great skill to have, but you need other guys that can play defense too. So we tend to get into these back and forth games. Like I don't think his offensive game is nearly as polished as True's is at this point. I don't know that when these games start going back and forth and becomes a scoring fest, I kind of rather have True on the court a little bit more than Dante. And they've essentially, since True came back, and let's just say he's been coming off the bench, True has, and then been a lot of like minutes splitting, and sometimes Dante's played more minutes. And I think that's how the game is going because he definitely does other things well. But this game felt like we need to get to 90 points and damn near did, but came up short there. And I feel like I would have rather had True play more than would he play like 20 minutes or something. He didn't play
23.
They each play
yeah,
23. It's a
yeah,
new
I
era
would've
of
rather had-
basketball. It's a new era of basketball when you're having to get to 90 to beat Virginia.
Well, we can't play defense,
Yeah.
so that's the thing. I know Virginia's obviously they're not doing their path line where they're trying to get to 50 points and win by 10 because you can't score. They're not doing that shit anymore. But everyone can score. We're not good defensively. It is what it is. So anyone's gonna score on us. And it's really just how do we get the points to win?
Still, we hung in there. I thought, looking back, like when we played ranked teams earlier in the season and we just fell apart in the second half. I mean, we did have a chance to win it. So I know.
Yeah, when they pushed it, good point. When they pushed it to 69-61, it was teetering there, and like you said earlier in the year, that would have caused a look who it is.
That's
Hey, Evan.
texting with him. I was like, I'm doing a pod. Let's talk after, so he logs in.
But yeah, so that was a point where I think earlier in the year they would have won by 15.
Yeah.
And
No, we came back.
We came back and tied it, and then they kept scoring. We kept tying it back. Like we tied it pretty quickly, and then basically exchanged payment. They were up 5 with like a little over a minute left, and we hit a 3, and then stopped them and scored. Like I mean, we came right back again. That was it showed a lot of mental toughness. I think this team is in relation to early in the year, their confidence has grown so much. But they kind of trust their shit now, and I don't know what they did earlier in the year.
We were down 4 with a minute 16 left.
Okay, that's what it was.
After UVA made a 3, we cut 2, and then we tied UVA, and then UVA.
Then
made
they have
the
to
free
prove
throw.
this. Yeah. So that I don't think all the amount of times that they separated and we came back was happening earlier this year. So that's definitely grown from a mental toughness standpoint. I will say, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's easily could go the other way. But this does remind me a little bit of our Elite 8 team in that, not from the standpoint of like they're very different. Melissa, no, that's actually you, I think, that we're cutting. But anyway, am I cutting out for both of you, or is it me? Yeah, 'cause I think yours is screwed up. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's. I was trying to figure out who it was. That's why I was like, just chilling right here. But it's Melissa. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
well, problem solved.
Well, I was gonna say, can I just follow up on what you were
Yeah,
gonna say
go
about-
ahead.
On True. I would hope that the plan moving forward, just because he's been so impactful, on both sides of the floor, is for him to continuously like get more minutes, like each game. Because I mean, the first game he came back was at NC State. Is it that one?
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
but he had like
we
18. Yeah, he had like 18 minutes, and then
wow,
geez.
this has gotten way worse, Melissa. I muted her, and that figures. Okay, yeah, you gotta go. I don't know what the hell that was. So like you're in a wind tunnel.
Played 23 today, so I mean, I would hope that he's getting close to that 30 mark. I still love what Dante does. Like he had 2 offensive rebounds today. Good defender.
Yeah, no, he does a lot of the little things well, but when you get into a shootout, like we need points.
Oh, for sure.
The other thing is,
well, what's really interesting?
With Drew continuing to come off the bench, because I think in that role, having him come off the bench, and if you know, I'm sure you know this team, but like we're very quick to do our first substitution rotations. I kind of like having him come off the bench, maybe, but I think just overall, when we get to the end of the game, I'd like him on starters. Like I don't necessarily need him to be in the starting 5, but like I'd like to see him get the starters minutes by him. Basically, Jason Terry his ass in there, and when it's money time, like he needs to be on the court, which he was.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the other thing too, just like going back to this game, when we were in zone, obviously they hit some threes, but they had a lot of like runners and whatnot from like the high post where it's like, if you're going to leave to go guard that, you're going to give up a wide open layup. So then it's like, you're not going to really essentially, there's going to be times where ball gets rotated and like one of the guards isn't going to be able to guard the high post if that's what your game plan is. But they made like a few of these like runners that are kind of tough shots to make from like 7 feet, So, I mean, I felt like they probably made like 5 or 6 of those, and they took 5 or 6 of them. Like they made all of them. So it's just like you said, there's moments where it bounces your way and doesn't bounce your way. But yeah, the thing that's interesting to me too is I feel like defensively definitely have trouble because of our size, like staying in front, but also like do a great job in terms of like recovering and like bodying up without fouling. And that's why it's so hard to score on the interior. So it's a really interesting mixture. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, and like we do a great job of boxing out and limiting second chance opportunities. Like Melissa said, they only had 2 second chance points. So
we're super physical. Like it's kind of
we're ultra physical. Yeah,
and so we just everyone punches. And so we can't really shoot. I would say we shot well for once, but usually we can't shoot at all. We just bully ball on both ends of the court. They're gonna feel us. We're very physical, and that seems to be effective also. And so the point I was making before Melissa rudely interrupted with technical problems, just kidding, is it reminds me of our Elite 8 team from the stand, not because they play that style, because they don't at all, but we're awkward to play against, and we're tough. And if you get the right matchup, like it can be a problem. Like we almost lost that. Obviously, everyone knows we almost lost to Drake in the first game of the Final Four. USC, like they called a kind of a ticky-tack foul into that game, and Charlie Moore made both free throws, and then they had a 3 rib out at the buzzer. We would have gone out in the first round that year. And then
Drew
Auburn was a
Peterson.
much better matchup for us. We beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, Walker
And-
Kessler got played off the floor.
Yeah, and he's an NBA player. So I feel like we're just really weird to match up with because we're so physical.
Also, UVA is a better team than Virginia Tech and NC State. I mean,
Oh, no, for
gotta
sure,
give them
but-
credit. They're the number 2 team in the ACC. We may see them again.
Well, we'll see how the standings shake out.
See how
by
the
end of year.
standings shape up, but you know, we're hoping we can finish top 4 in the ACC. So we could.
Yeah, but I just think we're a pain in the ass to play against because of what we're talking about. Most teams aren't physical like that to the extent that everyone on the court is going to punch. Even I know Altuve couldn't stay on the court today, but when he's on there, you're going to get elbowed. Like it's a lot to do for 40 minutes of everyone hitting the boards. Like your guard, like Shelton has an NBA body already. Like True has been through the wars already. Like these guys have kind of. I mean, Purdue was on the Indiana team that we blew out. Yep. Like these guys have been there forever. They've been playing forever, and they're just like we're mature physically, and it shows up, and it's hard for teams to adjust.
And you see the other teams get visibly frustrated, like every box out, so it's going to be.
So I think any matchup we play, it's going to be hard. But on the flip side, because shooting is very inconsistent, because we're not a good defense, like we can also we get into battles. Like it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I think,
and that's where we've
barring
lost
a complete.
Games. But that's where we've lost games. Both Cal and FSU, we couldn't make free throws, and when you're a physical team like that, and you want to, bang bodies on the inside, you got to make free throws. We did it today, which kept us in the game, and we made some big threes. I mean, my favorite play is Shelton getting the ball in the corner and just freaking like a train driving down the.
I like that he didn't. I liked one thing I really liked today. I know Matt already shouted him out, but one thing I really liked today is middle part of the season he started to make some of those threes, and I think he started to shoot them a little bit too much. He didn't attempt a 3 today. I'm going to the rim. And that's where he's at his best. I think, his off-season program is going to be all shooting. But right now, we're in much better shape if even if the 3 is open, if he just puts it on the deck and bowls his way into the lane. He's so good finishing there. He can play through anyone on the defense. He can play through the contact. Like he's that physical and that gifted in the paint too. That matters also. It's not just physical.
I don't know that he needs to develop like a 3-point game right away, but even if he just pulls
up.
No,
he needs to.
Eventually. But start with a little bit of a mid-range stuff where they might back off a little bit, expecting him to drive. If he can take a few steps in from the 3-point line and hit that, and then force people to come out a little bit more, it'll open more things up, and then in time he can develop a 3-point game. Because remember, Zay had that baseline mid-range jump shot that he would dribble to and hit all the time.
Yeah, but that's a totally different player.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I was just because right now he's a bull in a china shop. He's controlled himself a lot more. You can see the development. He's more controlled when he does it. But I'm just saying, maybe develop a little bit of a mid-range and just slowly work your way back, because he is. I mean, the ceiling on him. He's not even close to his ceiling yet. You can't design an athlete like that. It's. I mean, they were talking on the broadcast how when he was done with basketball, they should recruit him for football to be a tight end. And I'm like, they're not wrong. Dude is just built.
Well, we don't throw the tight end, so that's not a good idea. But I would say I think he has actually reached his potential in terms, not overall, obviously, but in terms of the amount you can extract out of really not being able to shoot and still being this effective offensive. He's got to be able to shoot threes, because even if I agree, yes, he needs a mid-range too, but the mid-range is not going to scare people off and give him the space he's going to need. He's gonna eventually need, and then obviously.
I was just saying taking steps. The good thing about it is, and what I'm hoping is, because he doesn't have that shot ability yet, that he stays for another year. we'll see what happens. It would be great to have him back next season, but he's got all the potential in the world.
You mean to go to the NBA or to
Yeah,
or
to the
transfer?
NBA.
Or I would be
Same
shocked if he
transfer.
left.
Maybe
This-
for people around him that'll help.
Just because like this freshman class is insane, and I mean this draft class overall is just insane. All
Well,
the
you
based
think
on
about
all
the
the
guys
mocks.
we got coming in. I mean, Caleb Gaskins looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. You want to talk about a bull? But
Yeah. No, I mean he made
haven't even
didn't
really
Shelton
talked
he
about
made a mid range today, didn't he? Like it was like a little like doinker went off the back of the rim and like went in.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I thought he made one, but
he?
yeah,
This is
yeah.
what happens when we don't do shows right after the game. I kind of forget.
I am.
It looks like
I
he's
was
shooting.
watching from the stands at the baseball game. So
It looks like he's
Mitch
shooting
was
a tennis
covering
ball.
baseball. I was covering basketball. Matt just tweets his really cool tidbits that I like to retweet, and then
I full out put the laptop into the stands at the baseball game and had it on my fucking lap and also watching this game. So I did watch, but I could have. I certainly missed plays, especially since it kept freezing.
like I do the play-by-play, but Matt will just tweet like these random facts or percentages or something, and I'm like, that's a great little tidbit.
Some occasional tidbits. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think. Look, so again, our schedule has not been the hardest. That certainly helped. Like again, we don't play Duke. We only played NC State once, Virginia once, Carolina once. We have Louisville left. The other three games are Florida State, Boston College, SMU,
And Louisville.
and yeah, I mean the Louisville. Like no one's gonna do anything. If we lose the Louisville, I can't believe they lost to Louisville. Like our fans will because, but like in the college basketball world at large, no one's gonna be like, oh my god, this team sucks now that they lost. You cannot yak some of these games coming up. I know Florida State's playing better now.
Florida
they
State's
just
won
beat
6 of their
Clemson.
last 7, I think.
Yeah, they just beat
Yeah.
Clemson.
But
Yeah, they just beat Clemson.
I mean, what you don't want to do is run yourself into trouble here. There are 4 games left. 2 of them are really against bad teams. You should not, I mean, SMU, I guess, is okay. So, I mean, you definitely have to beat Boston College. There's no real excuse.
Boston College is 2-12 in
that's
You can't lose to Boston.
But I do feel like if you lose both of SMU and Florida State, those are 2 tough road games. You're kind of putting yourself into a bit of trouble here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So
I know it's almost you have to win it.
We're not quite there yet. I think we can handle, frankly, a bad quote unquote bad loss and be okay. I don't know about 2 borderline ones. Like if you and then especially if we then turn around and lose to Louisville and now it's like, you lost 4 out of 5.
Listen, you've got FSU, SMU, and Boston College, and then Louisville at the end.
I think if you get 2 out of those 3,
you got to do 2 of the 3, right?
then
Boston
I
College
think
is
you're
a
locked.
terrible loss.
Yeah, but if you win SMU and FSU are probably those are roads are probably quad 2, maybe borderline quad 1 wins. So
Yeah.
Well,
Probably
SMU
quad
might
2
be
wins.
quad 1.
Yeah.
one's
So like
close.
those good wins will definitely pay. If it's any 2 of those 3, should be fine.
Yeah.
But if you lose both of those road games, beating BC is not going to get you anything, and then losing to them will be a disaster. And then you put some pressure on that Louisville game to need to kind of snag one more just to, again, going back to our Elite 8 team, we're in the bubble there with a 10 seed. Had to win some games at the end of the ACC schedule to get in. So it's not, again, very unlikely this team falls apart because they're mentally tough and, but there's work to do here.
Yep.
And,
But
quick
we've-
turnaround to
we have-
Tallahassee on Tuesday.
Yeah. But we have put ourselves in the position where we control our destiny. We're not sitting here like, oh, we need these teams to lose. If we can win, we'll have a top 4 seed in the ACC and we'll make the tournament. We just got to win the games we're supposed to win.
Yeah, no, for sure. But again, You just got to take care of business. It's not done yet. So
Yeah. No, we do got to take care of business, but I'm not concerned about us not being ready for a game. I think Coach Lucas has established a culture, and I don't feel like we've, except like the first game of the season where I was like, what the fuck, when we were playing Jacksonville. I've never felt like we've looked not prepared. So I think the only games we got blown out in was what BYU and Florida, and like that was in the second half where we were they just had so many more bodies than us. So
well, and I mean, it wasn't even really like it felt like it was more than it was because we lost by like 10 or 12. You know what I mean?
We held our own for as long as we could. But when you're playing a team that has like 4 or 7 footers and you basically just have Uda, like I mean. I remember, I think with BYU, we got to within 3 with like 16 minutes to go in the game. And that was kind of like our last gasp effort. I think we're a better team now than we were then. So we got to win the games we're supposed to win. BC shouldn't be close. I would love to beat Florida State because it just, for whatever reason, we never can. Just really annoying. But no, it's a couple of big games. And then Louisville at home to end the season is big. That I said it at the beginning before we started the season that playing them at home could have ACC seeding implications, and it's going to.
Well, I mean, I think we need to win out to get a top 4 seed. If you look at where the teams are positioned, because we're 10-4, but like SMU only has 6 losses. Clemson has 5. We lost to Clemson. We don't win out. Possible that one of those losses is to SMU. Like at Louisville, like you mentioned, they're right there as well. If we lose them, all of a sudden we don't have the tiebreaker with them. So
regardless, we may fall to 6th or 5, but
you can fall off farther than that. It is bunched. We'll
see. Well, we just got to win as many as we can, and we can't lose the games we should win, which is multiple.
I think honestly the only is Boston College. They're complete garbage. Like losing that at home would just be completely unacceptable. If we go on the road to teams that are like 500 or better in conference, like they've been winning games. It's not
FSU's at 500. SMU is above 500. So
yeah, you have to play well to beat them. Like the schedule is a lot tougher than it looked a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. We thought that the end was going to be pretty straightforward, and
hey, that FSU loss doesn't look as bad now.
Yeah, ironically, that loss got better over the course of the year too. Yeah. So
it did.
Yeah, so that does help, honestly. But now actually, again, we have an actual chance to get a decent, not resume building, but little building block on your resume for winning at Florida State would actually be a pretty decent win now. So there's opportunities here too. But I think when we kind of back it up like a month and we looked at the end part of the schedule, after Virginia, there's kind of 3 easier games, and then Louisville, and that's kind of 1 easier game sandwiched between 2 kind of challenging road games. So it's always tough to win on the road, and then those teams are a lot better than we thought they would be. So the Canes are going to have to, they got to play again. Short turnaround here in Tallahassee in 2 days or 3 days. I guess Tuesday. But so. Yeah, it's another weird one. Nine
affect him.
It's another weird one. 9 p.m. tip. So they had you in mind when they
9 p.m. tip, Matt.
9 p.m. tip.
Prime for you.
Got to do it.
All right. Anything else about the team? Do we have a final thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's roll into final thoughts.
Yep.
Today's final thoughts, because we had a debate at work about this. What is the best? We can give top 2. We'll do top 2. Girl Scout cookies. Who wants to go first? I can go first. I already have mine.
Hold on. Let me tell my mom I'm home.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? Gives you guys
you can go first.
Go ahead.
All right. Number 2 is the tag-alongs. Those are the peanut butter patties.
I love tagalongs.
Yeah, those ones are really good. Not a fan of the other peanut butter ones. They're just not. I don't know. They taste weird. Number one though, the Samoas, the caramel delights, man. The coconut caramel ones, really good.
Samoas would
Wait.
probably make my top 3 or 4, but I don't know that I would put them at
Evan's
1 or
going
2.
Thin Mints.
Yeah, Thin Mints is on my
Thin Mints out of the freezer are my number 1.
Thin Mints are my number one worst. I hate those.
Number
love
one
Thin Mints
worst,
since I was a kid.
Yeah, they're on the shit list.
I stick them in the freezer and eat them ice cold. I'd probably put tagalongs at number 2.
I just learned because I was looking up a list to see if I missed something. Because when Matt said Samoas and caramel delights, I had no idea they use different names in different parts of the country.
It's because there's two different bakers. So like,
yeah, no, I'm learning this right now in real time. I'm being educated.
Yeah.
You confuse
Yeah,
me.
that's
Like, I know you know your shit.
That's why I
So,
said
like,
both,
what am I
just in
missing?
case. Yeah, just in case
Yeah.
people like know them as one.
I did not know that there were two.
Yeah, and they taste different apparently too.
Dang. I guess one's made by Interbake and the other one's made by Keebler.
Wait, really? Keebler is one of them?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what this is telling me. I was like, why'd you say Samoa, which is what I know it as? Even something else. I got confused.
They're caramel delights here, that's why.
Damn, California's just weird.
Lemonade.
Ones are good.
Well, it's part of California. There's parts where it's Samoas.
Well, we call them lemon ups out here in civilized America.
Lemon ups?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, are they? Oh, we don't even have lemon
is-
ups. We have lemonades. It's different.
It's the same cookie. It's the same shit. No, it's the
No,
same
it's
shit.
different. They look different.
I'm looking at it. It's in the table together.
The lemonades look like a lemon, like
Oh wait, hold on. You're right.
Lemon.
So the lemon, Jesus, the lemonades are shortbread cookie with lemon icing, and then the lemon ups are crispy lemon cookies with a layer of glaze on one side. So they're slightly different.
I did not know that there was a West Coast and an East Coast Girl Scout cookie.
It's not even
There
West
always
and
is.
East Coast, though. It's like because you can get Samoas here too. Like if you're in LA, I don't know how they determine who gets what.
Vish, what are your top 2?
So apparently they discontinued this year, but last year had those s'mores, which were delicious. Those would be number one. Those are really good. Yeah, but apparently, I think they discontinued them from you based on the way this chart is working, the way you're referring to them in 2022, but they discontinued them here starting this year and replaced them with Explore Mores. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is a new one for 2026. Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookies filled with flavors of chocolate chip, marshmallow, and toasted almond cream. We went to
I need to try these. Where
yeah.
I gotta go. I don't usually go to Publix. I usually Instacart, but I may have to go stake out a few Publixes and find the Girl Scouts.
I ended up. My niece was doing Girl Scout cookies, and I ended up buying way too many. And
you want to share?
Not this. That was last year. That's where I ended up. Remember, I was handing out boxes. I was like, "You want a box?"
I know. I think you gave me some.
I gave everyone some, and I was still like, "I was like, what the."
That's tough, and you have to pay for them too.
I haven't even had a.
Yeah, I know you pay for them. So that's one, and then I do think s'mores is my standard. I always go with the s'mores there.
Thin Mint is nostalgia for me. I've been eating those since I can remember. But I do like the tagalongs.
Yeah,
so I'll go with those two.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to get these Explore Mores ones.
Shout out to Evan in the chat. He's up here.
Hey.
Yeah, so this was the I think we decided ours were lemon fulls and yours are lemonade.
No, yours are
lemon ups. Lemon ups.
Ours are lemonades.
And yeah, they are slightly different.
Fascinating.
The only one looking at this table that is different. Every other one where they have different names, like there's an supposed to be exactly the same. Peanut butter sandwiches instead of Dositos. Is that a thing?
Adventurefuls.
I love when Final Thoughts becomes a whole discussion.
Well, we have a different one called Adventureful, so you don't have Dositos.
No, we do.
Okay.
We have Dositos, Caramel Delights, the gluten-free chocolate chip ones.
You're in different. So you're in different rows in this table. You're like doing multiple bakeries here because Dositos are by Keebler and Caramel Delights are by ABC.
Oh, well, I don't know which one they're called because on mine it shows both of them like together. It doesn't show them by bakery. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I cannot believe we're using a screen share for this.
This is important. Oh.
Jeez. We're going to Wikipedia for Girl Scout.
Oh yeah,
Cookie
so we're on
information?
the tray.
Yeah, but then Dositos is on the right.
Those are terrible.
So,
they need to just get rid of them. You know what they need to bring back? Look up the All Abouts. Those things were good. It was like a shortbread cookie, and the bottom was dipped in chocolate.
Should be here's all the defunct ones, I think.
Yeah,
All
Abouts. There, first one. See.
I guess we call them Thanks a Lot. I don't remember that. Oh,
The
that's
hell?
really old. 2001 to 2008.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's because I didn't buy them in 2008, so they stopped making them.
Yeah, these
Crazy.
are all the old ones.
Isn't that crazy? There were some crazy ones that they had. Like if you go down there,
They've really gone through different lemon ones.
like where's lemon, golden nut clusters?
Yeah, I want cookies too, Evan. Maybe
Yeah,
like
here-
who has
here's
Girl
golden
Scout
nut.
cookies?
Yeah, these are the current ones. And how much of them get sold. Although
Oh
this
yeah.
is the
Wait,
new
go
one.
back up.
This
I
is
want
the
to see
new
the
one.
percentages.
This is the
Oh,
new
yeah.
one.
Thin
Thin
mints.
s'mores. Don't see those. But I got this one. we
The
definitely-
peanut butter sandwiches sell that much? That's crazy.
I guess so.
I
Because
thought the
think
peanut
people
butter
are saying-
patties would sell more.
You know what it is? I think it's the name. Like I guarantee you, like most of these sales are because when you order a Girl Scout cookie, you're looking for like, what's different? Oh, we're gonna get the Samoa because who the f- does that mean? Where do you get that? You call it a peanut
Yeah.
butter sandwich. It's not gonna be called a Dosito. Like, oh, you can only get those from the Girl Scouts once a year, and then you end up buying that crap.
Yeah. They
I
need
feel like,
to.
I feel like the branding is good. Like, you have to get, if you want Samoa, you have to get it from them. Then when you deconstruct, like, it's just a freaking cookie. It's
They
nothing.
need to get rid of that shortbread cookie. It sucks so bad.
In fact, now that we know that Keebler makes, you can probably find the equivalent Keebler cookie.
Oh, for sure.
Skim you around. Anyway, so that is the that.
Well, yeah, because there's the Keebler names too. Because the Thin Mints for Keebler are called like grasshoppers, right?
No,
or
they're
something.
Thin Mints. They're also Thin Mints.
Oh, they are Thin Mints.
Used everywhere. Yeah, that's the table. Keebler's the here, let me scroll up. This is Keebler, and this is Interbake.
I
That's
swear
what I'm
to
saying. You
God.
call them Dosey Does and Caramel Delights. That was like, that's
Yeah, no, they're
you're crossing the streams.
grasshoppers. I'm looking
Let me
at
see
them
if
right
that's.
now.
Let me see.
Oh.
If
I remember grasshoppers. Do those still exist?
Yeah. Do they
They're
still
not on
exist,
this-
or did they
they're
change
not
the
on this
name? Is
list
that
of-
what it was?
they're not on this list at all.
Maybe they changed the
Hold on.
name, so it's just
Let me see
Thin
if it says
Mints.
something about this. Oh, here, formerly called grasshoppers.
Damn.
Why fix it if it ain't broken?
Oh, but actually, because Keebler makes. That's what I'm saying. They told us the equivalent cookie. Fudge Mint Delight. If you get a Keebler Fudge Mint Delight, you're getting a Thin Mint.
There you go.
It's the same, made in the same factory. It's like, oh, it's
DoorDash them, Melissa. There you go.
I don't think she
Alright.
wanted the Thin Mints. I think she wanted the other mints.
I enjoy a Girl Scout cookie. I just enjoy some more than others.
I want to try that new one, that Explore Wars, whatever the fuck it was called.
Vish, maybe we should roll by a Publix tomorrow before.
I actually
Before or
go
after
to
the
Publix,
basketball
you
game.
know, so I'll see if there's some girls out there selling shit.
Yeah.
Is
So-
my crack dealers outside or not?
If you guys are looking for any Canes entertainment tomorrow, Canes baseball plays at 1, final game of a 4-game series against Lafayette. And the women's team plays Cal tomorrow at 2. Both games are on campus, so you can choose either one if it's anything like
We'll
last
be at
week.
women's hoops. We'll be at women's hoops.
Wait, does Cal still have that one girl from last year?
No.
They lost a lot of players from last year.
Damn.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately.
The game against them tomorrow means more to us than it should because we were very bothered sitting in the stands at Cal last year during that game.
Yeah, Matt was smart enough to leave.
Matt didn't come to that game with us, but
most annoying. Team
I just came for the wings and I just dipped.
Most annoying team we played.
We're planning to go to the Stanford football game to start the season, and I told Vish, I'm like, because we're gonna fly in the morning.
Honestly,
I was like,
the
we're
overrating
getting
of
chicken at some point, either when we land or before we leave, because I am not going to be in California.
You know what, Melissa? I'll come up and we can get chicken if Vish is going to be difficult about it.
I'm not being difficult. I'm saying it's not worth driving 45 minutes in the wrong direction to go, but whatever. We'll do it.
I will Uber if I have to.
You guys have overrated the hell out of this chicken.
Matt, is it overrated?
Just like Matt overrated Chipotle and then came to his senses. Like,
Matt, is a chicken overrated?
Prime Chipotle was not overrated.
We are evolving over time.
It is now.
So.
Listen, when we go for Chinese food, then don't eat the chicken. You're not allowed to have any of it.
I'm not allowed? It's a free country, baby. I can eat whatever the fuck I want.
He's gonna leave me somewhere in the middle of San Francisco. You're not gonna let me eat chicken.
In the middle of San Francisco, I'll leave it at CVS and Moss. You'll never make it out of it. What are you talking about?
I still want to go to a CVS Moss. I didn't know that existed until a few months ago.
Dude, I was at a CVS in South Beach.
How did I discover that we were bringing Evan home from football?
Yeah, we were driving Evan off, and I realized you never go through any, because the only place you go is like to work and then
I live down the street
on the
from
highway.
Campus.
Yeah,
I live down the street from campus, and in between my place and campus is my job, and then I just take the highway to Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, so you never go to any of it, or to Broward to see your mom. So you never go to any of that. Sure, it's like you never go to Hispanic areas. I go there all the time. I'm like,
nope.
how you?
I'm pretty sure I went.
I'll have to look it up, but it's gotta have been around for at least 15 years. I cannot believe we haven't seen one.
Is it just one, or is it?
No, they're in all of the Hispanic neighborhoods. She never goes to any of them.
Is there one in like South Beach area?
Oh, I would be surprised.
Matt, when you come.
Well, because I walked in there and all the employees immediately just spoke to me in Spanish.
Well,
Matt, next time you come down, I'll wait to go to a CVS Moss and we can experience it together for the first time.
I mean, they gotta have those in LA, right? I mean, you gotta have the
CVS Moss? No.
Yeah.
The final thoughts has just gone off the rails. It's just
but also that is not a Matt. That's everywhere you go here. They just taught you in Spanish. So that's not necessarily.
I'm gonna take you guys to Northgate whenever you guys come down here. The Mercado. Oh my god.
Is it down? Or is this across?
Do what?
Because he said next time, whenever you guys come down here, I'm like, we're not really coming down though.
I think it's technically up.
Is it? It's technically it's
across.
All
right, next time you guys come up here.
we're pretty far fucking down. Like Miami's like way down there. We are way down the corner.
This is one of our best tangents we've done in a long time. I'm just gonna say it. It went from Girl Scout cookies to chicken that me and Matt love that Vish thinks is overrated, to geography, to CVS Moss. Anyway, again, Canes baseball against Lafayette at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Women's basketball against Cal tomorrow at 2. If you're really feeling it, go to the baseball game for an hour, grab a milkshake, and then head to the basketball game. Whatever you want.
Canes on deck baseball show tomorrow.
What?
Actually, DJ and I have a show at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Canes on deck tomorrow night. 6 Rings Canes on Monday. Formula One show on Monday. I don't know.
And we have to make.
I'm on the air all the time.
And we have to make up for the month that we didn't do buckets because of high school basketball and college football. So we're gonna try and squeeze in as many shows as we can.
The month that you two didn't do buckets.
Also coming up real soon will be the Buckets bracketology featuring our favorite guests. So that's my favorite show of the year. I love doing Buckets bracketology. Evan, shout out to you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Do the Sox outro. Don't cry. Keep it chill. Wear good socks.